So this is the entrance to where I normally go in. I'm just sitting out in the parking lot here. You can see this is the parking lot. Because it's so darn hard to get in there. Get in and get around. There's a briars, and I don't know how long I'll be able to continue doing this. But I thought I'd come out and sit and see if I can get some noise. I'm gonna take my camera and put it on the ground on this little tripod thing, if I can find the hole. There it is. That way at least there will be some audio if the noises beside the thunder continue. That's not straight at all. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and see what we hear. Absolute silence. Hopefully it doesn't rain before I'm ready to go. Are my friends here today? Can you say hello? Or clap your hands? Or you can break a stick if you like. My name is Darryl. I've come here to talk to you. Would you like to talk to me? I don't even know that they're here today. When I first started coming out here, this is where they hung out during the day. I'd say from the morning to mid-afternoon at least. It's getting to be late afternoon now. Right on the other side of these trees here is where I filmed my first Sasquatch. And the pareidolia that I call the Narnia lion. It looks so strange because the profile of its face is outlined with a vine or briars, and it's just unique the way that came out. I was just at the right angle to make it look that way, but I didn't see it as I was filming it. I saw it on the review of the film. I realized it's not a living creature. It's just an oddity. I've only captured maybe 5 or 6 of them on film or on video. Most people can't see them or think it's just pareidolia. And if it's pareidolia, it's strange that it turns its head or moves. But of course, when I'm showing them, I usually use a screenshot, so it's just a single frame. Because I don't have the software to collect part of a video to clip out a part and show you. So that's why I will put together a string of screenshots that advance frame by frame to show. Usually the movement's from me and not the subject, but when the angle changes, it's still there. That means it's not pareidolia. Because pareidolia is the alignment of objects that make it appear to be an image that you recognize. Once you move, you no longer have that alignment. So the pareidolia cannot be there anymore. There was the little one that it took me a while to notice that there were others around him, or her. I don't know whether it was him or her, but you can clearly see this young ape-looking individual very close to the ground. Around him, you can see just brief images of others. There's one behind him, one to the right of him, and I believe another one behind the one to the right of him. That's to our right of him, his left. There's also the one that's standing on that fallen tree, that you can see the entire length of his body. He's looking the other direction, but you can see him clearly standing on the fallen tree. Now I would imagine that this entire group was surprised when I turned around. Looks like I'd just gone as far as I was going to go on the ATV trail over here, and I turned around and was simply filming as I was walking, and apparently the little one didn't know to get away. He just stood there on all fours or squatted, whatever he was doing, and looked. You can see that he turns his head a couple of times. There's also a couple of times where he disappears behind trees, and then I pass that tree and there's his face again. I don't know exactly how far they were from me. Not, as you can see from this view, the bushes that you see here are 35, possibly 40 feet away from me. But on camera, it looks twice that far. So they may have been 25 to 30 feet away from me at that time. But those are videos from 2015, when I first came out here, first couple of days. Actually, all that's on the first day. I didn't find anything on my second day or third day out here. And I let those videos sit on my computer for a year before I took a hard look at them. Before I looked at them frame by frame, which is how I usually find things. People don't understand that when you sign, or when you agree to the terms of service on YouTube, you're agreeing to allow people to copy your video. Now, you're not agreeing to allow them to use it to show others or put on their channel, whatever, but you are allowing them to copy it. That way we can look at it and study it. We can go back and find the things that you didn't see when you were there. And that happens almost every time a researcher goes out in the woods. I started out simply looking at other people's research videos. Got few of the things that I found on videos that I've put on my own channel, but I've had the researcher's permission to do that. Sometimes the researcher still doesn't believe it's what I'm showing him. It's really hard to convince anyone. That's why I quit trying. And there's my girlfriend calling. Should be able to hear me walking up right now. Oh, my girlfriend, she butt called me. I could hear noise in the background, but no her. Let's just sit here and listen for a while, see if we hear anything besides thunder. I'm going to make a video tonight because last night I heard a lot of strange stuff. Sounded like there was a, I don't know, 700-pound hog rooting around in the trees in front of me. At one point I heard something laugh. What it reminded me of was the old Little Red Riding Hood cartoon where the big bad wolf has a real deep voice and he laughs and he goes, ha 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 ha. It wasn't exactly how it sounded, but that's about as close as I could get to it. I wish I had it recorded. It's me, mouth clicking. If you couldn't tell by the loudness of it. Last couple of days I have seen a few footprints that look to have toes, at least the big toes on them. They get rained on so much here, and mud just crumbles apart, but you've got to catch a print shortly after it happened if you want to really identify it. But it didn't look, they didn't look to be boot prints. Didn't see any tread or anything like that, which I normally see out here, because this is a spot where hunters go in. But they're not hunting at the time of the year that I can come out here. Deer hunters, at least. The ones that hunt pigs can come out any time. But they don't go in here. They'll walk down the gas pipeline and go into the woods somewhere. I don't know if you heard that. It sounded like a voice. It's a very distant voice. I doubt the camera picked it up. Oh, I did get a response to some clapping last night. I clapped 3 times and I got a clap off to my left. Clapped twice. And it was clearly clapping. It was before sundown, but it was well after 6 o'clock, which is when people that work this area leave. There's not always people out here, though. I don't know how long this thing's been going. Quite a while. Shows about a minute and a half left. There's the clouds that are thundering. The ATV trail that I talk about is there used to be an entrance right over here, straight ahead, but it's grown over so much you can't even get to it. I don't even go to it that way anymore. I now go in here. Figured out where you can cross a creek and be right at that ATV trail. Well, this thing's about to end, so I'll see y'all next time.